Well, Russ, you've never had a boring time in any of your years here at Kidderminster, but a new role for you, working underneath a manager that's come very highly respected.
Yes, I'm thoroughly looking forward to the challenge. I had the phone call about 3 weeks ago now, offering me the position. Went home, had a good chat with the family, and I just felt that it was the time was right to cross the line really, and 100% fully on coaching.
And now that's all been able to be fully confirmed, as you say, a few weeks ago, and the manager's been in today and work has started, I guess. What are those first impressions? Everyone seems to have the same of him, really, as a very straight shooter.
Yeah, I've spoke to John a couple of times before we've met today, but again, he's that little bit of old school, but also he's up to date with the modern trends, and I can't wait to work with him. Really, he's not just going to coach the players; he's going to teach me, and I'm going to learn a hell of a lot of him.
And in terms of your role, to address that specifically, it's not the case necessarily that your boots are being hung up for good, but perhaps just that the playing is very much in the background now. It's very much that assistant manager role.
Yeah, and I think I've got to approach it that way, because you can't do both. So I've said to a lot of people, I've hung one boot up, but I've fully got to commit to coaching and assisting John, and that's the best way going forward, I believe.
In terms of those first impressions that we mentioned now as a management staff and as a team, how do you assess the job that's ahead now this season, in the sense that you will have been around a lot of the frustration towards the end of last season about how that ended and what we would like to achieve, but very difficult to do it. How do you go about doing it?
Well, we have a lot of meetings and we talk a lot, and we go over the disappointments of last year and what went wrong, and how we can improve that going forward next season. Recruitment's key this season, and our principles of play, our philosophy in going forward, and what we want the group to do for us to be challenging where we want to be.
Never less competitive, National League North, lots of clubs making some good signings. We'll have some on the way, of course, but what I'm getting at is it's going to be another competitive division, isn't it, this year?
It is, and leagues all over the country, even below us, are getting stronger and stronger. There's more money either being pulled or put into the game, which is making it tougher financially for other clubs. But again, a competitive league next season, and we've got to be on our mettle every game, and treat every game as if it's a cup final, and just take it one step at a time. We know what our end goal is, but there's no point in talking about it until it's happened. So one game at a time, and again, reiterating, I just can't wait to get started.
We'll talk about new signings in due course, but in terms of what's here and what you're looking to supplement, some great experience in the building, of course, like Jimmy O'Connor, who obviously reverts to his more exclusive role as a player now, and Declan Weeks, who's developed over the last couple of years. I guess just trying to add to that now.
Yeah, having Jimmy back fit will be like a new signing for us. A big leader and a big presence in the changing room. So yeah, looking forward to working with Jimmy. And like I said, the likes of Declan and your Milans who have really come on. We're glad we got Sammy Austin over the line, and Ryan Johnson, some big characters in that changing room who will only get better under the gaffer, and we've got to add to that group. Got some good targets in mind who we're talking to at the moment, and hopefully we can get these over the line.
You mentioned Jono as well. He sort of came into his own the second half of last season in particular. Such a headstrong character. You're pleased to see him hopefully go on and have another flourishing season next season.
Yeah, he'll have a good career. He'll have a good career in the game because he's mentally strong, and that's something that we want to bring to the building this season. We've got the players to complement that, but we also need the mentality going forward. Going to your Bradfords on a Tuesday night and your Spennymoors. We've got to have those players that can grind them result out as well. We've got to have that balance, which I don't feel we've had in the last 12 months.